Alright guys, episode 4, hitting legs for the second time this week. We're going to do some RDLs, some Bulgarian split squats, calves, and abs. Stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back. This is episode 4 of the comeback series. We are cruising through this week and we're already on the second half. So this is the second leg day. On the first one, which was in episode 1, we opened with a squat movement. So today I'm going to open up with a hip hinge. We didn't do any hinging on the first leg day. It was Nordic curls for hamstrings. So now we're going to do a hinge-based exercise. And what better way to do that than with the Romanian deadlift? I'm not doing conventional deadlifts off the floor because pulling from the floor, it wrecks my lower back. My lower back always rounds. No matter what I do, it always rounds to some extent once I go past like RDL range, which is about mid-shin. And these are just more hypertrophic anyway. They hit my hamstrings so much better. Looks like we've retained some of that strength. It's good. Yo guys, that first set went really well. So I think I'm going to try 250 for at least a set of 10. And I didn't like those pauses on the first set, so I'm going to try to hold them just a little bit longer. So as you can see, I only have 250 on the bar. I have done 3 plates for reps in the past in this same set and rep range before, but you know, that was several months ago when I was peaked. But now I'm not, and I'm just pacing myself. I thought I was gonna have to go so much lighter because these can be pretty brutal for the hamstrings. They cause a lot of muscle damage, so if you haven't done them in a while, ease back into them please, because you will absolutely wreck your hamstrings and you're gonna hate sitting down on the toilet afterwards. But luckily I've retained a pretty good deal of my strength, so I'm doing 250 for 10 beltless. In the past I was using a belt to do the 3 plates, so I don't know, maybe I'm closer than I think. But yeah, that was 250 for 10. This strap was coming undone. We got it. Next we move on to one of the worst exercises I can possibly think of. Not that they aren't good in quality, but my god, I mean, who actually genuinely likes doing Bulgarian split squats? I like the benefits of them, but I cannot stand actually doing the movement. Like, these wreck me beyond belief. I'm not even really going to failure here. I'm just going until my legs start to feel like jello. And, you know, these take a toll on me cardiovascularly, and they make me dizzy and nauseous. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like some sort of weird motion sickness thing that I get with these and doing squats, like barbell back squats. It didn't happen to me the other day, I guess because I wasn't going close enough to failure or something. But that, and I wasn't wearing a belt, so it wasn't suffocating me. But I'm not wearing a belt here, so I don't know. They're just really annoying. Maybe because I'm like bending over. I don't know. I'm somewhere between like staying upright, which would bias the quads more, and I'm also kind of bent forward a bit, which I was trying to bend forward more to like bias my glutes since there's, you know, nothing back there. But I don't know, I'm just kind of somewhere in between. I'm just kind of all over the place, man. After a certain point, I'm just trying to get it done and over with, which isn't the best thing, but you know, with these higher reps, that's just what you can kind of expect. But after the first 2 sets of that, we're doing 2 sets per leg, but you can see I'm just like dead. That's literally me. Everything is like fuzzy. Okay guys, I was watching that back, and I think I was holding it wrong. So I think my balance will be better if I do, like, I'm working this leg, I'll hold on with my right. I guess I need to grab the dumbbell. These took me so freaking long, just 2 sets per leg. It took me so long because I was trying not to like die. And I'm not exaggerating here. Well, I guess I am exaggerating when I say die, but like, you know what I mean. Anyways, so yeah, we move on to the next set. I'm only using a 75-pound dumbbell, by the way. I could use 2 dumbbells, but I'm not doing that because I'm still trying to find my balance, hence me holding on to the power rack. I'm much better at balancing on my right leg, so I'm not too worried about it, but it's that left one, man. It always gets me. I even felt awkward doing them whenever I was holding on to the rack, and I don't know, maybe I should have done it a different way or something, but I'll figure it out. And get in my groove. But I just bought this dumbbell, guys, back in November, like around Black Friday, and I'm already gonna need to get the expansion kit. These are the Iron Masters for those of you who are curious, or I guess a single Iron Master since I'm using one dumbbell. But right now it's at 75 pounds, and it can't go any higher than that because the little screw isn't, it's not long enough. So I'm going to have to get the expansion kit if I'm going to keep doing it this way. I probably just need to go ahead and do it anyway. But yeah, I'll be sure to order that soon. But anyways, now we move on. We did hamstrings, we did a mix of quads and glutes. So now we're on to calves. So we're doing the same exercise that we did last time, the standing calf raise, except I upped the weight a little bit because I wasn't sure how much I could do last time, and it went pretty well. And it looks like I'm going to have to up the weight again next time because both of my sets already are hitting the top end of my range that I set for myself, so that's fantastic. I'm still trying to find my groove with these, but it's better to know that you can go up than having to say, oh crap, I gotta, drop the weight. I put too much weight on. But yeah, that's totally fine. These felt a little more awkward than last time because I had my laptop and all my stuff sitting on my adjustable bench, and so I just brought the flat bench over and thought, oh, okay, I'll just use this. Like, it's totally fine. It's easier to move around anyway, right? Well, the pad is so big that it sinks in, and so I keep having to reposition my feet, which is a little annoying, but it's not a huge deal. I'm still able to get a good stretch in my calves and still do the full range, but which I appear to have cut off here. I didn't realize that the camera angle wasn't showing everything, but it is what it is. I'll fix it next time. But yeah, standing calf raises, I love doing these with this setup with the weight belt. Oh yeah, you can't really see, well maybe you can. There's a 25 on there. I have two 45s and a 25, but I have it on the right side, so it's very dark. But yeah, I love doing this variation. You don't have to have a machine. I said it last time. You can do them this way, and it's totally fine. Now that we have legs finally out of the way, we don't have to do them anymore this week. Thank God. Did I say wink? I meant to say week, whatever. Now we move on to the abs. So it's just two sets and a drop set, which you'll see in a few minutes here. But I'm very new to this exercise, but I found a way to load up the lower abs. So normally when you hear lower abs, you think hanging leg raises, which I do have a solution for those too, but I would rather have something that's more stable. And I was curious about this, so I just took my cuffs that I used for lateral raises, and they barely fit on my ankles, but they still fit. So I just put them around my ankles and did these lying cable leg raises, which I'm extremely weak on. I have very weak lower abs, so I'm only doing 20 pounds on the cable tower stack, and I can't even do it with full straight legs. I have to do these sort of bent knee lower ab crunch things, and I'm still trying to find a way to standardize my range of motion here, because some of these reps probably aren't the best. Maybe I'm not coming all the way up enough, but I'll figure it out. I just didn't want to be doing more reps and just keep adding reps all the time. I wanted a way to heavily load these, and here we are. Not that the weight itself is heavy, but I'm weak, so it feels heavy. A lot of you can probably do more than this. You probably outperform me on this. I very clearly do not train abs very often, and this is the price that I pay for it, but that's okay. We're going to progress this year on all these movements, and it's going to be great. But yeah, after doing my second set, I wanted to get a little more work in, so I did a bodyweight drop set. I just took the straps off of my ankles, and I have my legs straighter. Obviously, there's still some knee bend, but I have them more extended than before, and so that puts more tension on my lower abs. And I just did a few more reps, whatever I could do. I got about 5, and then on my last rep, I just couldn't fully bring my legs up, which is fine, but I held on until I couldn't do it anymore. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up the legs and abs session. Those were absolutely brutal, just 2 sets of those, and I feel like I'm going to be very sore from them. But yeah, if you like this video, be sure to like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 5.